Good morning and welcome to What's New in Automation for Monday. What is today? August 26th, 2024. I can't believe August is almost over. But I hope you're having a great Monday morning. And we're going to cover all the top news stories from last week and what's coming this week in today's show, like we do every Monday morning. And so, with that, let's go ahead and get to our first story here. And that is from Yaskawa. Last week they announced that they have completed their expansion of 185,000 square foot addition to their Miamisburg, Ohio facility. Congratulations again to Yaskawa. Over at automation.com, the ISA's website, we found an announcement that SICK and Endress Hauser had signed a strategic partnership where Endress and Hauser is going to take on the sales responsibility for some of SICK's products. We also had an announcement from Turk that they added CC Link IE Field Basic to their existing multi-protocol IO blocks. So I thought that was very cool. And then Maple Systems was promoting their IP54 certified PC box. It's an IPC that has optional Wi-Fi. You can see a lot of legacy ports, lots of USB and other ports on this unit. If you want to find any of those links, please check the story over at theautomationblog.com. Right underneath you get the automation news headlines here. You get the audio edition, the podcast, and then you have the automation news show, and then you'll see today's headline links. Everybody can see that. So if you want to see any of those links from the headline show last week, you can see it there. And then as far as our episode of the Automation Podcast last week, we had a new podcast where I sat down with Steve Mustard. He's an independent automation consultant. He's also former president of the ISA. And we talked about, I got this nuisance error here in StreamYard. I'm sorry. It's very distracting when you have this big red thing up in front of you. But this was a conversation about digital twins with Steve Mustard. I really enjoyed this episode and this conversation with Steve. We have another one coming up where we talk about AI and all kinds of other things. But really thankful that he took time out of his day to come on the show and talk about these things. And the audio edition of the podcast is available free to everybody, including on YouTube, now that Google Podcasts has moved over to YouTube Music. So I'm trying to tag those as the audio edition over there because I know it can be confusing because YouTube, you usually think of video, right? So in any case, the video edition is a members only because this wasn't sponsored by any vendor. So from there, we'll go over to the next automation news headline show we did. Again, you'll see all the links right here at theautomationblog.com. And what we covered on Thursday was the new Rosemont 802 wireless multi-discrete input-output transmitter. Very interesting, 8 I/O, either ins or outs. And then Ignition, the folks over at Inductive have launched Ignition 8.1.43. We covered that. And then HMS had an article about their Intensys 700 series of gateways. I thought those were really interesting products. And then Advantech launched a new 2U server that has 6 NVIDIA GPUs for digital twins applications, which is we just talked about on the Automation Podcast. And then Endress and Hauser, 2 of their flow meters got EPA approval. So I thought that was an interesting topic there. And finally, over at Opto22, they had an article about modernizing edge devices and bringing them up to the newest and latest and greatest protocols like Ethernet, MQTT, and so on, OPC UA. And again, if you want to see any of those links, you'll just go to the Automation News for August 22nd, and you'll find them right down here. Today, all of today's headlines. Now, with that, towards the end of the week, we did have our weekly Q&A. This is for our Level 2 members, and we did have our weekly Question of the Week show. So this is public, and in that we answered a question. I still have the 1500 in front of me, but we had somebody who had was trying to figure out what was the best way to connect up their HMI and their bulkhead connector at the same time. That's completely free if you want to check that out. And I want to talk now about a little bit about this week's content. Okay, of course, today we have what's new in automation. That's this show. Later today, I will be releasing last week's edition of the Automation Show and the Automation Minute. And we take a look at debug files and some other really cool stuff, free software from Rockwell and whatnot. Now, I filmed those on Thursday. I had them all edited and uploaded by Friday night, but I was camping this weekend, so I wasn't able to do the thumbnails and all the little things that need to be done to produce them and ship them out to the destination. So those will come out later today. So look for those. And then tomorrow we'll have the new shows as regular, the headlines and the full show. And then on Wednesday, there's construction going on here, so we'll have no shows on Wednesday just because there's construction. And then on Thursday, I'm teaching an in-person class, so there'll be no shows on Thursday as either because I'll be teaching all day, so I just won't have a chance to do the show. Friday, I do expect to have the automation Q&A for level 2 members. I'm mixing things around a little bit. I'm going to do the question of the week right after the automation Q&A. That's the public. I want to live stream that because it's so much faster just to do it live, leave any gaffes or mistakes I make in the show, and instead of trying to edit it after the fact and upload it everywhere. So in any case, and then office hours for students, anybody who's a student at the automation school, those has moved from 9 to 9:30. So 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. I will be in the office working on something, but I'll be live in a Teams meeting that all students have access to. The link to that Teams meeting is in lesson, I think it's 111. It's either 110, 111, or no, I think it's 111. So just look, if any of the courses that are out there, you can just go to your lesson 111, click on the link and come ask me questions from 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. It costs nothing except you being a student at the automation school. And so that's kind of the update. We also will be having Wednesday, though, even though there's construction here, I still will be releasing a new episode of the Automation Podcast. Now, I'm meeting up with a vendor tonight to learn about a brand new VFD. It just came on the market recently, and I'm hoping to release that Wednesday. We'll see how that goes. We need to work out all the sponsorships and everything between today and Wednesday to make that happen. Otherwise, I do have the interview with John Garner on his new book, which is awesome. So that'll either be this week or next week, depending on how this VFD. I'm really excited about it. I want to get it out right away, but sometimes big companies don't move fast, so you never know. But in any case, so that's what we have going on this week. So with that, I did update this morning the follow page. So the automationblog.com/follow. And if you enjoy these shows, please give us a like, a sub, and a share. I keep getting this pop-up. And somebody is asking in YouTube, can I post all the descriptions on all 6 places that I'm streaming? No. I'm not going to post all the links to all the stories I cover at all 6 positions. You can go to automationblog.com. It's just time. It's just me here. And we got to keep the lights on, so we got to keep moving. So in any case, if you please like, follow, or share our content if you enjoy it, because that's the only way we can grow our audience. I'd love to grow to the point where we can bring some more people in to do some of the things I'm doing that keeps me a little stretched thin. But in any case, in here you'll find every place you can find us, where we're sharing the videos, where we're live streaming. I updated this morning. You can find all of our social media accounts. We've tried to change them all to Insights IA. Twitter and Minds are kind of difficult to do. So haven't changed it there yet. But I try to keep these links up to date here so you know where you can find all the podcasts and everything else. And with that, I think that's the end. If you want to know more about becoming a member to unlock those 3 to 5 videos I do every week just for members, you can find out more at theautomationblog.com/join or youtube.com/insightsandautomation. @insightsia/join, as you can see right here. And with that, that's the end of the show. I'm hoping you have a great day. I want to wish you all good health and happiness. And until next time, my friends, peace.